Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 9th January. A journey through time of 9th January 2025, Thursday. Today's, that is 9th January, highlight in history. 1760. Ahmed Shah Durrani defeats the Marathas in the Battle of Borari Ghat. 1787. The nationally known image of the Black Nazarene in the Philippines was transferred from what is now Rizal Park to its present shrine in the minor Basilica of Huyapu Church. This is annually commemorated through its Transcleation Solomon transfer in the streets of Manila and is attended by millions of devotees. 1788. Connecticut becomes the fifth state to ratify the United States Constitution. 1792. Treaty of Jassy between Russian and Ottoman Empire is signed, ending the Russo-Turkish War of 1787 to 92. 1793. Jean-Pierre Blanchard becomes the first person to fly in a balloon in the United States. 1799. British Prime Minister William Pitt the Younger introduces an income tax of 2 shillings to the pound to raise funds for Great Britain's war effort in the Napoleonic Wars. 1806. Admiral Horatio Lord Nelson receives a state funeral and is interred in St. Paul's Cathedral. 1816. Humphrey Davy tests his safety lamp for miners at Hebburn Colliery. 1822. The Portuguese Prince Pedro I of Brazil decides to stay in Brazil against the orders of the Portuguese King João VI, beginning the Brazilian independence process. 1839. The French Academy of Sciences announces the daguerreotype photographic process. 1857. The 7.9 megawatt Fort Tejon earthquake shakes central and southern California with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 9 violent. 1858. British forces finally defeat Raja Ali Khan of Chittagong. 1861. American Civil War. Star of the West. Incidents occurs near Charleston, South Carolina. 1861. Mississippi becomes the second state to secede from the Union before the outbreak of the American Civil War. 1878. Umberto I becomes King of Italy. 1903. Hallam Tennyson, second Baron Tennyson, son of the poet Alfred Tennyson, becomes the second Governor General of Australia. 1909. Ernest Shackleton, leading the Nimrod expedition to the South Pole, plants the British flag 97 nautical miles (180 km) 112 mile from the South Pole, the furthest anyone had ever reached at that time. 1914. The Phi Beta Sigma fraternity is founded by African American students at Howard University in Washington, D.C., United States. 1916. World War One. The Battle of Gallipoli concludes with an Ottoman Empire victory when the last Allied forces are evacuated from the peninsula. 1917. World War One. The Battle of Rafah is fought near the Egyptian border with Palestinians. 1918. Battle of Bear Valley, the last battle of the American-Indian Wars. 1920. Ukrainian War of Independence. The All-Ukrainian Central Executive Committee outlaws the Makhno vs. China by decree, igniting the Bolshevik-Makhnovist conflict. 1921. Greco-Turkish War. First Battle of Inunu, the first battle of the war, begins near Eskişehir in Anatolia. 1923. Juan de la Cierva makes the first autogyro flight. 1923. Lithuanian residents of the Memel territory rebel against the League of Nations' decision to leave the area as a mandated region under French control. 1927. A fire at the Laurier Palace movie theatre in Montreal Quebec, Canada, killed 78 children. 1941, World War II, first flight of the Avro Lancaster. 1945, World War II, the 6th United States Army begins the invasion of Lingayen Gulf. 1957, British Prime Minister Sir Anthony Eden resigns from office following his failure to retake the Suez Canal from Egyptian sovereignty. 1959, the Vega de Terra Dam fails, triggering a disastrous flood that nearly destroys the town of Ribadelago and kills 144 residents. 1960, President of Egypt Gamal Abdel Nasser opens construction on the Aswan Dam by detonating 10 tons of dynamite to demolish 20 tons of granite on the east bank of the Nile. 1961, British authorities announced they have uncovered the Soviet Portland spy ring in London. 1962, Apollo program. NASA announces plans to build the C-5 rocket launch vehicle, then known as the Advanced Saturn, to carry human beings to the moon. 1964, Martyrs' Day. Several Panamanian youths tried to raise the Panamanian flag in the US-controlled Panama Canal Zone, leading to fighting between US military and Panamanian civilians. 1991, representatives from the United States and Iraq meet the Geneva Peace Conference to try to find out a peaceful resolution to the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. 1992, the Assembly of the Sarb people in Bosnia and Herzegovina proclaims the creation of Republika Srpska, a new state within Yugoslavia. 1992, the first discoveries of extrasolar planets are announced by astronomers Alexander Wolfson and Del Frel. They discovered two planets orbiting the pulsar PSR 1257 plus 12. 1996, first Chechen War. Chechen separatists launched a rapid raid against the helicopter airfield and later a civilian hospital in the city of Kizlyar in the neighboring Dagestan, which turns into a massive hostage crisis involving thousands of civilians. 1997, Comair Flight 3272 crashes in Reisenville Township in Monroe County, Michigan, killing 29 people. 2003, TAN's Peru Flight 222 crashes on approach to Chachapoyas Airport in Chachapoyas, Peru, killing 46 people. 2004, an inflatable boat carrying illegal Albanian immigrants stalls near the Karaburan Peninsula en route to Brindisi, Italy. Exposure to the elements kills 28. This is the second deadliest marine disaster in Albanian history. 2005, Mahmoud Abbas wins the election to succeed Yasser Arafat as president of the Palestinian National Authority, replacing interim president Rahi Fatouh. 2005, the Sudan People's Liberation Movement and the government of Sudan signed the Comprehensive Peace Agreement to end the Second Sudanese Civil War. 2007, Apple CEO Steve Jobs introduces the original iPhone at the Macworld keynote in San Francisco. 2011, Iran Air Flight 277 crashes near Urmia in the northwest of the country in icy conditions, killing 78 people. 2014, an explosion at a Mitsubishi Materials chemical plant in Yakichi, Japan kills at least 5 people and injures 17 others. 2015, the perpetrators of the Charlie Hebdo shooting in Paris 2 days earlier are both killed after a hostage situation. A second hostage situation related to the Charlie Hebdo shooting occurs at a Jewish market in Vincennes. 2015, a mass poisoning at a funeral in Mozambique involving beer that was contaminated with Burkholderia gladioli leaves 75 dead and over 230 people ill. 2021, Sriwijaya Air Flight 182 crashes north at Jakarta, Indonesia, killing all 62 people on board. Thank you very much for your patience.